Thank you. They just go with the flow. It's the Hershey and Keegs Show.
Welcome to Hershey and the Keegs Show, starring pitcher Mark Hirschman and his personal catcher, Mike Keegan. Every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. live from the Governor's Comedy Club radio studio. Thanks so much for listening.
It's Tuesday night. I smoked some weed, so my mind is right.
Yes,
After this, I'm going to get some food and call it a night.
Wow, Mikey, you're ready and loaded tonight, huh?
Woo!
Wow, what's gotten into you today?
Ready to go. It's Tuesday. We are ready.
Mikey's ready. What about you, Silly Sal? Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm doing really good.
You're really good
Yeah,
tonight?
really good.
I heard everyone had a busy weekend. I heard that there was some activity going on over at Jones Beach. Were you over there yourself this weekend?
I was listening to all the greatness.
Okay, cool. Very cool. What about you, Mikey? You and Carla, what were you guys up to this weekend?
Just hanging out, doing our thing.
All right.
Whoa.
Wait,
What
what?
the hell's going on in here?
What the?
You think that's me?
What?
You
What
think
the
that's
hell?
me? We all look the same, right?
What the fuck is going on here?
That's not me. That's another fat guy.
What the
That's
fuck?
Fat Jay.
Who you calling fat?
Sorry.
Look at Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down.
That's Fat Jay.
Okay, that's awkward. I didn't realize. I'm sorry. Me and Sally did not realize what was happening. All right, we had a little bit of a mishap there. We did not realize, Sally and I. We're sorry. Mike, I guess come take your seat and Jay.
I'm gonna take my seat.
It's Jay.
You and Sally, both of you. Jesus.
We apologize
How are
about
you going to
that.
pass through here? How are you, sir?
We didn't.
Like ships passing in the night.
Wow. Okay. Hi,
All
Mike.
right.
Hi, Mike.
Jesus Christmas.
Sorry about that. That was a
The
little.
seat's fucking nice and warm now.
Yeah.
I'll tell you.
So let's regroup again. We're not going to start from scratch, but we have. So you're Mike.
Well, I do a
Keegan.
catchphrase. Was there a catchphrase this week?
Yeah, I thought it was you doing the catchphrase.
It was not me.
I didn't
That was
even-
him.
I didn't.
At least
it was something
Jake-
about weed and feeling food and good.
Speaking
and
of that, it does smell like Snoop Dogg's entourage has been in here, Jay.
Yeah. I left him in Cali, but I brought his friends.
All right. Well, thank you.
Okay.
You know, Mark, I've been here week after week with you.
You know, we're close, but we put on a good front, but maybe not as close as I thought.
You know what you and Sally are? You're anti-fatite. We all look the same.
We were we were very locked into this week's episode, and we just kind of lost sight of things. So we apologize. We mean nothing by it. And apparently we have Mike, our co-host, Mike Keegan, and our guest Jay. He goes by the moniker Fat Jay, which he knows that I'm not a big fan of saying, so I'm not going to say it. I'm going to say just Jay, who is a wonderful comedian, young man from the area who's been doing stand-up now for a few years, and we decided to have him as our guest tonight because why not? Because Jay deserves it.
Because why not? Because it got us through the first 5 minutes of the show.
That's right.
I like voluptuous Jay. How about
Yeah.
You guys call me whatever you like.
All right.
You know what? The truth is this. When Mike and I started this show a few months ago, going on, 6 months or so, 5 months, we decided that we were going to make this something that we not only hope was going to provide fun for you guys, but it was going to provide fun for us too. And we wanted to have people on the show that we liked. Yeah. And we both have a very strong like for Jay. Jay is a nice guy. He looks out for people. He is a funny guy, and it just seemed like a natural thing that we were going to have him on as our guest, and here he is, Jay. So welcome to the Hershey and Keegs Show.
Welcome to the show. I am very fond of Jay. Jay is we're interchangeable according to John Butera. if Jay's not available, it's one of us. Either me or you for John Butera. John doesn't give a shit if either one of us say no to a show. He's like, all right, I'll just call the other one.
I always say Mike's like the godfather of the fat comedians. You know, I know there was others, but he's the only one that's nice.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And he gives good words of wisdom, so I always listened and paid attention. And Hershey, you won't call me fat, but you know that's all right.
I want to know when I made the when I reached out to you. So basically, what happened was I had sent Jay a message the other day, and I said, "What are you doing Tuesday at 8:45?" And he wrote back, "Whatever you need me to do," and I wrote back, "Can you spackle and tape?" And
whatever it takes, I'll do whatever it takes.
So I know you're a fan of the show. Was there a level of excitement when you got that invite? How did you feel?
Yeah, I honestly, absolutely, because I'm a big fan listener. So like every night I sit in my backyard, smoke weed, and listen to the fan. So
Hell yeah, exactly.
when you guys had Evan Roberts on,
Right,
the Moose, I'm like, wow, that's sick.
Yeah.
You know, like
yes,
They were all awesome, but I still can't believe, like, every afternoon when I'm driving, I'm like, that's Evan Roberts. He was on our show. That's fucking amazing.
like it's so sick. Like I know, like
yeah.
I'm like, yo, I'm gonna be on the show that
Wow.
this dude's on. You know,
Wait till you hear about the weekend that I had.
Interesting weekend talking about the fan.
Speaking of the fan, but before we get to that, I want to know because last week we talked about Mikey being the guest comedian on the governor-sponsored Jones Beach concert. And this weekend's comic is that what the word?
No, comment. Comment. He's
Is he a stand-up comment?
He's a comedian.
You were the stand-up comment. Jay was the comic. I want to know how that was. You started to talk about it before the show, and we stopped you. We said we need at least 5 minutes of material out of you tonight. How was the experience at the Jones Beach Band Shell? Was it surreal? Was it life-changing? Go.
absolutely amazing. High of the highs.
Yeah.
You know, and again, probably not happening without Tony or Silly Sally.
Right. Definitely not happening without them.
And I mean, if Tony, like I said, if Tony called me and was like, "Hey Jay, come mow my lawn tomorrow," I'd be like, "All right, Tony, no problem. You know,
Right.
I'll be there in half an hour." And like, it was just amazing. There was like 1,500 people there.
Wow.
You know.
Wow.
And
more than mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they came for
you know,
comedy.
and you're representing governors, so
Yeah.
you're saying like I've worked 5 long hard years just to get able to work here.
Yeah.
You know, heeding advice from the
Yeah.
Godfather himself.
Very
Yep.
much. That's
Of
very
And now
course.
you get to represent them.
Yeah.
I like to think there was so many people at your show because they heard how well the week before went, and they're like, "Oh, we got to see this. There's good comedy over there."
Right.
So that's why you got 1,500 and I got like 5.
The best was after the show. They were like, "Oh my God, you did all different material for last week," you know?
Yes.
And I'm like,
That's the material we need tonight.
and it's always the best. Like every time, like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I've seen you here." Oh, I'm like, "When?" You know, like 2 years ago. Like, no, that was the other fat
that's the
guy,
other
Mike
guy.
Keegan. You know, but
I love this.
like to them, we all look alike.
Like it is.
You know?
We all do look the same. I can't like there's another. You know, he was on our show, Anthony DiDomenico, one time. This is years ago. We're at McGuire's, and Anthony was on. I wasn't even on the show that night. I was just hanging out drinking at McGuire's. Anthony is on stage, and some woman comes out from the showroom, and she walks up to me. She's like, "You were hilarious tonight." I'm like, "Do you think I'm him that's literally right next to you on stage right now? He's fucking on stage."
Yeah, that's
I
how
wasn't
it
on the
is.
fucking. Another time, and this is ridiculous because everyone just thinks every fat comedian looks the same. I don't look like Ralphie May. I'm just fat like Ralphie May. So I went to go see Ralphie May one
Not
time.
anymore.
He's not fat anymore.
No.
I
Very thin.
very jealous. I went to go see Ralphie May and
Yeah.
Figured.
did a great shit. He was on stage for 2.5 hours. Ralphie May.
Wow.
Yeah, ridiculous.
At the Paramount in Huntington. I was winded sitting in a seat watching him for 2.5 hours. And this guy,
Yeah.
So Ralphie May puts on a great show, 2.5 hours. And my friend Maria Walsh was opening for him. And after the show, we went backstage to go hang out with Ralphie. And Maria Walsh's daughter was there. And she comes backstage with us. And she comes up to me and she goes, "You were hilarious tonight." I'm like, "You watched Ralphie May for 2.5 hours in the front row, and you still think that I'm fucking him?" And even Ralphie May comes back. He's like, oh, I thought you were John Pinette. And I'm like, fucking, you're doing it to me too.
That's amazing.
phenomenal. Well, since you brought up Maria Walsh's daughter, Kristen, I'm going to tell you a little quick story. About a year ago, Kristen and her boyfriend, husband at the time, I guess he was boyfriend, they got married recently. They rescued a hazel-like dog, a Kanuku dog, from my neighbor Sue across the street.
Okay.
And a couple of months later, we found out that she was pregnant, and I had said to either Maria or Kristen, I don't remember, when I found out that they were due in August, I said, that baby's going to be born on August 10th, my birthday. And I said it with no doubt in my mind. I would have bet any amount of money.
Yeah.
And I opened up my Facebook page on Wednesday morning, the day of my birthday, and little Penelope was born on Wednesday morning, the day of my birthday. Kristen Walsh.
I should have named her after you.
Yeah, well,
called
Penelope,
her.
that is
That's
my
what we-
name.
that's what we
It's my
call-
Hebrew name,
That's
actually.
what we call
Yeah.
our
Yeah.
Hebrew name, Penelope.
So how cool was that, though?
That is really awesome. Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
So it's like the sixth. What is it? The separation.
6 degrees of separation
Yeah,
from
that.
Ralphie May.
Yeah. So,
But that sounds awesome, man. It sounds like you got a great show.
Congratulations,
I heard a lot
Jay.
of great feedback.
Yeah, it was amazing.
people loved your new. They said that your hair got cut shorter from the previous week. They love that.
Listen, if they want to confuse us, it's all good. And
You know
I tell
what?
you, the pressure coming
Right.
in as a new guy with Mike Keegan
Yeah.
already established,
That's it.
you know?
Because I set the benchmark there. So you have a lot. I don't know. Fuck, I'm
Yeah.
yeah, like such a dick saying that.
You absolutely. But besides that, I feel like I get like a woman before I'm anywhere with Keegan because I'm not. I can't. I don't wear my Blimpin' Ain't Easy or Fat Lives Matter shirt every day.
Yeah.
But like you never know. We can only shop one of two places. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
So we're technically someday gonna have the same outfit on. I just hope it doesn't happen. So I'm always like, should I wear this shirt? Should I wear that shirt? I had a shirt with Mike Tyson on it, and it says Supreme instead of Supreme. I'm like, Keegan would never wear this. Maybe I should just wear this one.
That's what it is. That's the one thing we look for when we go to DXL. We're like, is this Jay more Jay or more me? I need something that Jay's not gonna buy.
Like there was one time I went. It was like a Saturday. I needed a new hoodie desperately. And it was like two options, a red polo or this like teal green North Face. And I was a big fan of the teal green
Yeah,
North
of
Face.
course.
And I'm like, red, let me look like the Kool-Aid man. Fuck it, let me buy it. And sure enough, Tuesday night, I'm tuning in to watch the Hershey and Keegs show. He's
Nice.
wearing the teal green North Face. I'm like, thank God.
Exactly. I remember
a-
Jay told me about that.
It's a tough life, man.
yeah.
I can tell you that one outfit you won't be wearing the same is the Bonfire, the company that makes our sweatshirts. I had actually called after you had asked. I called the company because you had asked for a 4X, I think.
5X.
5. And so I called the company. I said, I wear an XL sweatshirt, and it's a little bit like, she said, yeah, they run a little small, so you would want a bigger size for 2X, 3X. And I said, well, I'm looking for a 5X. She goes, well, you'd need a 6X then, and we don't even make past 4X. So long story short, we're fucked here as far as Bonfire, the
All right.
company.
We don't have enough material.
Yeah. So I'm just
Just
saying.
send me the logo. I'll get it,
You
mate.
could just sew
Yeah.
together 2 3X's. I don't know.
I just wanted to,
were
we're
trying
trying
to
to
give us
four-arm
options.
sweatshirts, but I just wanted to let you know that I tried for both of you guys. I'm sorry.
I was
failed,
hoping
but-
one or two things was happening when I came in here
Yeah,
tonight.
tell me.
I was getting a 5XL Hershey and Keegs
I
shirt,
know, man. I'm sorry.
or Carla was coming in with cake again this
She
week.
could very well
Oh
be
my
coming.
God,
with-
that was great.
You never know. She made this.
That was
she
good
made,
cake.
Yeah,
was terrific.
We went to this peach harvest last week. I don't know if I spoke about it on here.
No.
But it was. We went to Harby's Farm.
Harb's Farm,
Harb's
yeah.
Farm. Why was that so hard for me?
HARBES is a tough one.
At least I could say comedian. I don't. You know.
Yeah. Commitment? So you went to Harpus Farm. Go ahead.
Harvest Farm.
Okay.
And they had a peach harvest. I'm like, that sounds fun. I love peaches.
Yeah, you
They
love
had
harvests.
They had a peach. I love harvests. They had a peach eating contest. I'm like, I'm in.
Shut up.
So
Did they
So-
really?
Yeah, they did. But it wasn't what I thought.
No?
I'll explain that too. I
Yeah.
fucking lost. How the fuck do I lose an eating contest?
How many pits did you want to see down? 8 of the 9 people died on the contest. Got another choker.
we go there. It took us 30 minutes to see one fucking peach.
Oh.
There were no peaches anywhere.
No peaches?
No peaches.
In the boiling hot summer?
You had to go across the street to find any peaches. So I did find the peach eating contest.
Yeah.
And all it was they took one peach, cut it in half, took the pit out, and you have to eat it with no hands.
That is the most embarrassing excuse of a peach eating contest.
It really was. I thought it was going to be a big bowl of peaches. I was going to get my face in it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But
that didn't happen.
I lost to 3 children.
God damn.
3 children, because they gave me this hard peach. Fucking Juliana was sitting next to me. She did the contest also.
Oh.
And I look over at Juliana. She's fucking cheating before the thing starts. She's eating the peach. So I lost to 3 children. And it was so hot there. It was like the hottest day of the year.
Hot. Africa hot. Yeah.
It was like Juliana's a very active kid, and she loves to play. She loves playgrounds.
Right.
She went through this corn maze. She comes out just pink and sweating. She's like, I want to sit down in the shade and drink water. I don't want to fucking do another thing.
I love that kid.
So, yeah, she was awesome. So I'm like, all right, I don't have to walk around anymore. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And so we did end up going across the street. We got fresh peach ice cream that they made. It was, oh my God.
That's yum.
Oh, so
I've had
good.
it there.
Yeah, it's so good.
I've had it there, yeah.
And Carla ended up buying a bunch of peaches, and she made this peach cake that was so fucking good. I had it today.
Really? Peach pie?
Oh, it wasn't peach pie. It was peach cake. Like
Peach cake,
A
wow.
spongy cake with peach in it.
Wow.
It was so friggin' good. She's like, oh, yeah, I only made a little bit. I'm like, well, you know what? I'm fucking buying a bushel of peaches.
I
and
just
putting
need a little bit.
I'm putting you to work, bitch.
If there was going to be a peach eating contest, they should have had like a peach cobbler eating contest.
That's what I thought it was going
Just
to be. I was
people
excited. Like, I'm like,
cobbling away.
I will bury my face in the peach trough.
I
and
know
I'll
you
win
would.
this motherfucker.
I know you would.
Yeah, but
It's
I
my
couldn't.
boy.
I couldn't like the peach was rolling on the plate, and I couldn't like get it in my mouth. Once I got it in my mouth, I swallowed the thing whole.
You were bobbing for a peach.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not even bobbing
And,
for
like,
peaches.
yeah,
It's bobbing
exactly.
for a peach.
And like I have my belly's in the way, so I'm like trying to fucking get on the. I'm
Yeah.
trying to get on this plate, and
That's-
these kids had no problem. They're just like
no, because they're closer
Yeah,
to the
exactly.
plate right
So I'm
there,
trying
so
to-
they don't have to move around.
Yeah. I'm on a tiny little picnic bench that was built for children. I
This
kept
was
falling off the thing.
Nonsense. It was.
Yeah, I'm like, how are these 3 kids beating me in a fucking eating contest? It was bullshit.
Now, was
So-
this past weekend this peach disaster or 2
It
weekends
was
ago?
not this past week. It was the weekend before.
Wow, so we were chocked with so much shit last week.
We didn't
that-
even get to the peach. Yeah.
Well, you know what it was? I still had a whole bunch of stuff to go over on my agenda, and the next thing you know, my family's popping in here on the couch,
Yeah,
startling me because you surprised us.
we had both of our
How did
entire-
you do with that? Were you okay with that? Because
You know,
I
it's
was
very
a little.
it's very
concerned
funny you
about it.
asked. One of my close friends, my friend, who the hell was
Very,
it?
yeah, very close
actually.
friend. Very close friend. Who,
No, I'm trying to
Since
think.
Stacy was involved, I felt okay about it.
No, a girl that I used to work with, my friend Amber, who I like very much. She had texted me saying that must have been a lot for you, and she knew that it was a lot for me because for me to have my agenda that I kind of spend the whole week, and then to have that curveball, and then to ultimately have to just change the whole philosophy of the show, and then have my family here. Yeah, it was.
I did look over, and you were a lot more uneasy than I thought you were going to be.
but I came
Oh, I
around
thought
though.
he was much better than I thought.
No, it took
that-
me. There was a transition period
Yeah.
of a solid minute or two.
Like when I saw Max look in, I'm like, oh, and then he walked away, and then he kind of like took you a minute to process once you saw him, and then Stacy.
Yeah, I didn't know what the hell was going on.
Yeah, and then
Yeah, I don't like surprises, so like
Yeah.
I don't know how I would have.
Once
handled it.
Max and Anna were being funny, I was like, phew.
Max killed.
Yeah. Once they were being funny, I'm like, this is cool. And Samantha
Anna's
seemed okay,
really
and
funny. She's
Yeah.
a funny kid.
she is a funny kid.
Yeah.
Max is super funny. Did you see Max last week?
I did.
Max was like, I would buy if you had a mug, I would buy it so I could smash it on the floor.
Or if you guys could take the emblem and put it on a Hershey and Keegs mug, I wouldn't mind that. And then I would break it into pieces.
I thought you were cringing when he
Yeah.
said that because
Oh,
you
I
are
thought-
so heavy duty with the merch.
Yes.
And I'm like, wow, he wants to break the
No,
merch.
some broken mugs would be pretty.
But you
got
gotta expect that because I see how you act on
Yeah.
Facebook and the shit you write.
Yes.
So he's your kid.
Oh yeah, he's
Yeah,
a
man.
little smart ass. Like his
He's
dad.
such a smart ass, total smart ass.
like the Levittown superintendent must love you and him.
Oh my god, dude!
But like,
Please, I'll
like,
tell you stories. My
like
god,
he completely got me. Like he had a great delivery because like I'm like, oh yeah, you know what? He probably doesn't want to wear his dad's face on a shirt. It's probably embarrassing. He's a young kid, so he probably does want a mug. And then he's like, and then I'll smash it on the fucking floor, Dad.
So this weekend, I actually put him up to something, and it worked out really well. I'll transition into my weekend. I managed to, because when it comes down to it, I'm a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And the fact is, it took a lot of coercing and convincing, but Saturday morning, me, Stacy, and Max packed up to Durango, and we were going to Saratoga because I've only been there 9 times this summer already. I needed to make sure that they went with me. And we had a bribe Max. We were stopping at a sports card store in Albany, so that was the bribe for him. And I told Stacy we would go out for dinner and yada yada.
Does Stacy enjoy going to Saratoga?
Yeah, no, she does, and that was she actually was the one who said on Friday night, she's like, just book it, we'll go,
Okay.
just the 3 of us.
Because when I'm looking at like you bringing them, I'm like, this has to be some kind of Stockholm syndrome thing. Like,
Yeah, no, Stacy. So you have to realize when I started dating Stacy, I was in the horse racing business.
Sure.
So she'd get into the winner's circle, and we would dress up, and I was 22, 23 years old.
Yeah.
So she went last summer again for the first time in a few years, enjoyed it. So she definitely wanted to go this weekend. But I did not tell Anthony Stabile, who was our previous guest, who's one of my best friends, who, for reference sake, as you know, and Jay, I'll let you know, my friend Anthony is kind of a big media star for New York Racing Association. He's on a show called Talking Horses. He's on national TV. He calls the races sometimes. So in the world of racing, he's a big deal. You can't even walk around Saratoga with him without getting stopped 15 times. Yeah. And he hangs out with celebrities and yada yada. So I had not told Anthony that we were coming up this particular weekend. So I said to Max, I said, when Ant comes off a set, because he has a TV show that goes from 11:30 to 12:30 called Talking Horses, and there's usually people outside of the set. Kids want autographs and people want to take pictures with him. So I said to Max, who he obviously knows very well, I said, I want you to go up to him with a program and a marker, but have your hat down and go up to him and like you're an autograph seeker. So, and I actually videoed it, and it went on TikTok, and it's our largest Herschy and the Keegs viewed TikTok show ever. So he goes up to him, and he finally, after he starts to sign Max's autograph, he's like, "Holy shit, what are you doing here?" And then Max looks over, and I'm in the tree, a few feet away. And he was like, it was a cool thing, very exciting. So when I go to the track, there'll be days I'll go to the track wearing a suit, and I'm sitting in the owner's boxes next to Dave Portnoy and Bobby Flay and all these celebrities. And then there'll be days when I'm in a Hershey and Keegs t-shirt with my tats out, looking like a slob, smoking a Swisher Sweet cigar, sunglasses, not looking well representative whatsoever. So that, of course, was the day that was Saturday. So we're sitting there, must be into 1 or 2 races, and I get a text from Stabile. He's up in the owner's box. He's like, "You got to come up here." And I'm like, "Well, what is this about?" He's like, "Just come up to the top of the stairs." So to get into the owner's boxes at Saratoga was a track that was built hundreds of years ago, or 200 years, whatever the hell it is. And the rules they have are still very stringent, where if you're going to go into the owner's box, it can still be 200 degrees out. You're wearing a sports jacket and a button-down shirt, and slacks. It used to be suits only. Now they've softened it a little bit. So he convinces the security person, because he is Anthony's, to be able to let me down into the owner's box. And next thing you know, I'm sitting with Mike Francesa and his kids in the Saratoga owner's box, because according to Anthony had said to Mike, who he's friends with and sees every day, my buddy Hershey from Valley Stream is here. He's like, "Oh, send Hersh up." So,
and he recognizes.
Oh yeah, he knows who I am. Yeah, for sure.
Well, and for reference sake, also, we've spoken about it on the show. The reason Mark is banned from Twitter is because he told Mike Francesa that he wanted to slap his butt cheeks.
Yes. That's one of my biggest Twitter account got banned because of a slap. But Mike and I didn't talk about that. But he was very gracious. He had his 2 kids there, his 2 sons and his daughter. Really nice kids, and Mike and I were bullshitting for at least 10 minutes probably. At what point he said to me, "Oh, so you live in Valley Stream?" I'm like, "No, I haven't lived there in 30 years, but it's still what I call myself all these years. I'm still Hersh from Valley Stream."
Yeah.
So I talked to Mike, and then I'm, feeling like a lot of eyes on me because I'm dressed literally like a slob.
Now, I know you've had interactions with Mike Francesa.
Yeah.
Have you had anything like this where you're sitting and talking to him?
No. So this was the first time I ever had like a regular, conversation about. He had a horse running in a stake race that day who actually went on to win a Grade 1 stake, several $100,000. So we were bullshitting like good, just like this for a few minutes.
Yeah.
And then I said, "Ant, all right, I'm gonna go upstairs." He goes, "No, wait a second." And then he walks me over to Bill
And
Parcells'
then you went
box.
up and slapped him in the butt cheeks.
Slapped him in the butt cheeks, and then he walked me over to see Bill Parcells. So, bullshit with Bill Parcells for a few minutes, and then
I know a couple weeks ago you were there and you saw Bill Parcells.
So Bill Parcells is a horse racing lover. I see him pretty much every year. At least once, I'll go to the training track in the morning, like 5 or 6 in the morning, where the horses are training, and you will very frequently see very wealthy celebrities just watching their horses train, quiet in the morning, a little chilly outside, and usually I'll pull up to the training track and see Bill Parcells. But I'll always say good morning, coach, and I leave him alone. It's 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning. I don't mess with him. This is the first time where I was like this with Bill Parcells. Thanks to Anthony, who happens to be neighbors with Coach Parcells.
Nice.
And so it was a pretty cool thing.
Yeah.
And then Mark Malusis, who was our
I
guest.
saw you with Mark Malusis there. Do you remember the show?
So Mark I'd met before the show. That was kind of how we got him on. And then, but him and his dad, who I met at Saratoga 2 years ago, they hung out with us. I would say we were with Mark a good part of the day. Like he was around us,
cool.
bullshitting. So it was a pretty cool weekend. So
And you had like a conversation with Parcells also? Like,
yeah. I mean, it was, he's getting a little older.
Yeah.
He's it's a little bit more slowed, I guess. But my conversation was definitely with Francesa more than anything.
That's so cool.
So,
I mean, that's like...
it was weird,
your
man.
history with Francesa. I mean,
Yeah.
well, have you seen a lot of the stuff that Mark posted?
I
with
have, and
Francesa?
I've listened to him call up. And I've heard him live.
You've heard me
on the
live,
fan
yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah,
That's
so
pretty sick.
It was a pretty cool weekend, and then Stacy and I we made some money on Sunday. We both hit a couple of triples. What do you call them again?
Trippers.
We didn't hit any triples. We lost all those.
But
We
you won all the trippers.
We won the trippers. Jack Tripper was there. We got to see him. Went to the Regal Beagle.
That's right.
Larry was there. Chrissy.
And you did your committing act.
Yeah, I was a stand-up commitment, and so it looks like we had good weekends. Now you had the Peach Pit event last week.
That was 2 weekends
What was
ago.
this weekend? What did this weekend entail?
If you think going to a peach harvest is gay,
Yes,
listen to what I did this weekend.
can't wait.
I went to the City Winery on Chelsea Piers.
Oh, I know what you
I
did.
saw Chrissy Metz from This Is Us.
Oh
Yeah,
wow!
you watch This Is
I
Us?
do, yeah.
I saw Chrissy Metz, who was Kate on This Is Us, and she's a country singer. So I went to the Chrissy Metz
I'm so
concert.
glad you said tree singer because I thought you were gonna.
And she was such a country singer.
I'm like, no, God in heaven.
No,
Okay.
she was she was sweet as pie.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh my goodness.
Peach pie?
Peach pie.
Peach pie.
Yeah.
She was sweet as peach pie.
I thought you were just going for a meet and greet. I didn't know there was actually singing going on.
You know what? It was. I came this close to spending another $100 for the meet and greet.
Oh, really?
There was a meet and greet, but I went to the show.
Okay.
And I'll tell you one thing. I got my mom tickets for her birthday because she loves the show. She loves Chrissy Metz.
Okay.
And neither of us knew any of her songs. They're all pretty much originals that she wrote. We don't know her music.
Nothing top 100?
Nothing top 100 from Chrissy Metz at the moment.
Okay.
But I'll tell you one thing. She covered Time After Time,
Oh, with Cyndi Lauper?
Cyndi Lauper, and she covered Faithfully by Journey.
Wow.
Two of the best renditions of those songs I've ever heard.
Stop it.
And
Now, is she there with a whole band? Is it the...
She has a band. She has 3 guitar players, a keyboard player, and a drummer.
Okay.
It's a whole band called The Vapors.
Okay.
Chrissy Metz and The Vapors.
Wow.
Nice.
And the main reason I went, like I said, I got my mom tickets for her birthday, but the venue is amazing. I don't know if you guys have ever been to City Winery.
No.
It's right on Chelsea Piers. It's beautiful. And it's literally a winery. They make their own wine there. And then the showroom is very intimate. Probably holds 100 people.
Okay.
Very intimate room. And I went there a few months ago to see Mark Roberge. She's the lead singer of OAR. It's my favorite band.
Okay.
And it was just cool. I got to see the lead singer of my favorite band. I'm 20 feet away from him.
Sick.
This time, I was 4 feet away from Chrissy Metz. Like,
Wow.
I could see up her skirt from where I was.
Oh wow.
Oh my goodness!
That's an image I'm gonna pass on right
that's
now.
a view.
Yeah.
I got there early, and I got through 3 songs before they realized I wasn't her.
I wonder how many autographs did you sign the other night?
I haven't gotten a haircut in a few weeks.
Are you gonna die on the show, Miss? No, I'm not. I'm not her.
I'm not her. Come on, do a song.
Congratulations on the baby.
Want to do a song with these eyes? These eyes have seen a lot.
I'm never gonna see them. Did she cover that song?
She didn't cover that, but I do.
Oh wow.
But I'll tell you one thing. She had this opening act. Her opening act.
Fuck, it's horrible. This drink. We'll talk about this in a second.
Her
but go ahead.
opening act. Her name is Farron Rachels.
Okay.
And she's a singer from Nashville, Tennessee, and she's young, super excited to be there in New York, and had this like gravelly, bluesy voice and great
Smoky.
original songs. Smoky.
Yeah.
She sells merch there.
Okay.
Her merch was ashtrays and lighters.
That
She
is cool.
sold super white trash. Super.
I love that.
Super WT.
Yeah.
And her songs are very WT, very country.
Okay.
But she was a phenomenal act, and she was cool. She sat in the audience with us afterwards to watch Chrissy Metz's show, and Chrissy Metz put on a show.
Wow.
I'm a fan. I'm a fan now.
You're a fan.
Her original song.
You're a Mets fan.
Hey, look at this guy. I am a Mets fan.
I'm a stand of
I
commitment.
went to the. That's what I told all my friends, so they didn't call me a fag. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to the Mets thing in the city.
I'm going to see the Mets in the city. That's amazing.
But I'll tell you one thing: if she comes back to New York, you guys ever get a chance to see her, Chrissy Metz puts on a great show. And you know what? She's a fairly new performer.
Okay.
She's always been a singer, but never like in the spotlight. But now she's in the spotlight because of the show. So you can tell she's very nervous. She's sweating.
That's not nerves.
That's not nerves. That's hypertension, I think.
Listen to me. I promise you, she's very relaxed. She's very relaxed.
It's the bright light.
It's probably the big spotlight you were talking about.
She gets so nervous that she clutches her chest and falls to the floor.
That's fucking horrible.
You got me started.
God, no, that's
But the guy won't call me fat.
terrible. Oh God.
And her band has this instrument that they put her.
The shocker they call it.
Something, a shocker. It's a new.
They should get one of those fireplace things that blow air on her, cool her off.
Christ almighty. Oh my God.
It's like a kazoo, and the electric kazoo. But no, like
Okay.
she was clearly nervous. Like, you know, she would tell stories. She would tell a story about every song that she would sing. Great stories. She had a kind of a troubled childhood. Her father left her. But you tell she was nervous. Like at one point, she was introducing a song, and then realizes that she skipped one of the songs. So the band was all queued up to play one of the songs.
Oh, wow.
She's telling a story about another song. She's like, "Oh, this is this song," and she looks at the guitar. She's like, "I did it again, didn't I?" Because she like did it. The night
Oh,
before.
wow. So you're
she's
seeing-
nervous, but she's
Yeah.
she's kind of green as a performer.
Okay.
But now she's in the spotlight. So she gets to headline all these shows at big venues. So it's cool watching her, like, not a really seasoned act.
Okay.
But just a phenomenal act and phenomenal talent, great voice, puts on a great show, great storytelling, phenomenal band behind her.
So it's just you and Mom, or you the whole?
Just me and Mom.
Okay.
Just me and Mom, like I'm a 40-year-old virgin.
Just like that. Yeah. Now, so what's interesting to me, and this is, there are other celebrities like this. For example, Kevin Bacon, where he's made it. He's a big time actor, made tons of money.
Mm-hmm.
Yet he and his brother have the Bacon Bits band, or whatever the hell they're called.
Bacon Bits band.
And they, like, I remember I was in a resort in Poconos years ago, and him and his brother were there.
Yeah,
and it was like a venue of like 35 people.
And they're playing small venues because they're not an established.
But so
act.
Like Jack Black, you know,
Yeah.
like he's
yeah,
in a great
that's
band.
exactly right. Now
these are super famous people that are just, you know, they wanted the, and Kevin Bacon and his brother, they were just there to the City Winery a few weeks ago.
oh, there you
also,
go. It's a perfect example. Yeah.
She put it. She told a great story, Chrissy Metz. She said because she's got a great voice, and she sang on the show a few times.
I
think
watched
she
it.
sang faithfully on the show, or time after time.
Okay.
And I think she was really a singer before she wanted to become an actress, but she was, just an amateur singer. Mm-hmm. But she's got a phenomenal voice. But she was saying that she was at a party, and I forget what singer it was. A very well known black female singer was at a party, and the singer goes up to her. She's like, "Oh, you're that bitch from This Is Us," and like she's like, "Oh, well, I'm recognized now." And they were doing a movie. And the singer, the professional black singer, she said, Chrissy Metz is supposed to sing like the title song on the thing, and she goes, "I don't want her singing the title song. She's just one of those actresses that wants to be a singer." And Chrissy Metz is like, I was a singer before I was an actress, and I'm really, really good. So she did this song. It's from the movie Breakthrough,
Okay.
that she was in. And Chrissy Metz is like, you know what, motherfucker? I sang this song at the Oscars and I killed it, So like she
Is that true? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So
okay.
she's not just an actress that wants to be a singer. She is a phenomenal singer.
Phenomenal singer who, but again, like she's not doing this for money because she's made tons of money on the show.
Exactly.
She probably made a small amount of money at this show this weekend.
Yeah, you're not making a lot of money at the City Winery, but she said, first thing she said, you're helping a girl fulfill her dream.
That is so freaking cool.
Yeah, because you could tell ultimately, I think she would rather be a singer than an actress.
Okay.
But I mean, she's a great actress. She was phenomenal on the show.
Well, isn't the show's over soon anyway?
Show's over. It is
she'll be
over.
a singer then. Yeah.
So and I hope that happens. I hope she becomes a super famous singer because she's great and she deserves it.
All right.
And also her opening act deserves it.
Well, Chrissy Metz, if you're watching, we will have you on
so
anytime you want to help foster your career. We know it's been a struggle. And we know we're here to help. Please know you're here to help us. Or vice versa.
They have AC here too, so she won't be sweating.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, so that was this weekend. What else happened this weekend, Mikey? What else did?
That's pretty much it. I had a kind of a quiet weekend.
Okay.
Carla had a friend in from California, so I didn't really get a chance to see her that much.
Good.
They went to some river in the Poconos or something, and they went hiking in a river, and they're like, "You want to come?"
Yeah.
Because they know I'm going to say no.
Right.
I don't hike. I'm not built to hike.
I don't understand that.
Yeah.
Let's go hike. I'd rather you stab me in the eye with a pencil.
There's so many what is hiking? It's fucking walking. Do you want to come walk for no reason? No.
Come sit in the backyard
Yeah, exactly.
and look at the trees there.
Yeah, nice pool in the backyard.
Yeah.
So you had a nice relaxed weekend. Just for anyone who's watching who sees me make a face every couple of minutes. So yesterday in the kitchen, I saw Stacy had purchased these, and they're called Hint. And they're water infused with pineapple essence or other fruits. And I had expressed interest in it because I'm a water drinker, but I also love pineapple. She's like, "No, you're not having any of these. I only bought 3 of them, and I had them when I was in Florida." Long story short, she came home with a dozen of them today. So that shows you good wife, happy life, happy wife. And so I put one in the refrigerator. I'm like, I'm going to have one of these on the show tonight. I'm so freaking excited that I'm going to have my Hint on the air, And I just took 3 sips of it. I literally want to hurl it. It's vile.
There's no taste to it at all.
But what would somebody like? She said it was good. She was loving them in Florida.
Yeah,
It's
one of those things. I think that you're supposed to think it's good.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't buy that supposed to thing at all.
Yeah, exactly.
Zero calories, zero sweetener, and there's no. What is a pineapple essence? Like licking the core of a pineapple?
It's like you're drinking water and somebody's yelling the name of a fruit in another room.
Yeah, I'd rather just have a cold bottle of water
Yeah.
than the pineapple essence. I'm not feeling this whatsoever.
I stopped and bought a large Coke for $1.09 at McDonald's.
There you
Yeah,
go.
man.
Phenomenal.
There you go. Delicious, right?
The best. That's the best Coke you can get.
Exactly.
That's a great Coke. You know what? If I was at McDonald's drive-thru, I would, without a question in my mind, be getting the orange high C at McDonald's, which is just magic for me.
That was always my drink of choice at McDonald's.
I'm a Coke fan. Yeah, I'm a big Coke guy.
I do enjoy Coke.
Orange high C, Mikey?
Orange High C. That was always my McDonald's.
Can I tell you another good fast food drink?
Yeah.
Strawberry lemonade at Wendy's is outstanding.
Yeah.
It's very good.
And recently, although I've never had the food there, my kids seem to like this Chick-fil-A joint. The lemonade at Chick-fil-A.
Oh, yeah?
It comes with pulp in the whole 9 yards.
Oh, nice. I'm into that.
It's ridiculous.
You know what I get when I'm trying not to have too much sugar? is I'll go to Sonic and you get an unsweetened iced tea.
Okay.
But they have all these different like flavor editions, so I'll ask for like unsweetened iced tea with cherry flavor in it.
Okay.
So it still is sweet. It's not like that bullshit where there's no sweetness.
Dishwater.
It's a little bit sweet, but there's not too much sugar.
Yeah.
So they have like grape flavor, they have blue raspberry flavor, cherry. So I'll get unsweetened iced
A little
tea with
shot.
the flavor in it.
A little shot of the little flavor.
A little shooteroo.
Okay, I'm gonna try that.
Yeah.
Sonic. I don't know Sonic well, but
Let's go to Sonic and get a shooteroo.
Let's go to
love
Sonic
that.
get some shooteroos.
have someone ski it up to you with a little shooteroo of unsweetened tea and blueberry.
How many times I've almost committed manslaughter at fucking Sonic because I'm like on the phone and I'm driving through the parking lot.
Yeah.
And there's these little kids with their fucking roller skates. I've almost killed them every time I go in there.
It's really a hazardous
I
occupation.
don't pay attention when I'm driving.
No, of course not. How are you
I
supposed to
get
text?
hired for that. Like I would never like. Why would you
Yeah.
sign? Well, I'm gonna go roller skate through
Right.
Sonic
I know,
for
in
the,
the
for the
hot
next
weather.
6 hours.
Right.
What's the deal with Taco Bell? You guys go to the Taco Bell now and they have the before you get up to the thing where you order, there's a kid sitting in a chair with a fucking menu around his neck, and you order from him.
Yeah, I saw
Sunrise Highway.
The Sunrise Highway and the
Yeah.
one here in East Meadow.
Yeah, I
also.
was
Yeah, I've
surprised
seen
about that
that.
too.
I
I
don't
thought
know what
something was
that's all
broken.
about.
Like, there's
I
like-
think something is broken if that's happening. No.
No, but the last time I went there was like 8 months ago. Is it still broken?
Yeah, no, and still,
Oh.
I think it's like a thing now.
No, that's
and
the
the
new
kid has
thing.
the menu, but there's only like 4 things on the menu. Like, I want to know my options. Because they don't have the specials on there. I want to know what the dollar menu is.
Right.
I want to know if there's a new cheesy gordita crunch.
Correct. Is Mexican pizza back? Is it not back?
I'll tell you one thing. I've pulled into the Taco Bell parking lot and seen the kid and pulled back out and went to Wendy's.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't.
That's
do
taking a stand.
I don't do the kid.
That's taking a stand.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't want to
This
take it.
fucking kid with this fucking menu around his neck. Hey, what do you want? I'm like, I don't fucking know. You have 3 things on there.
Now he's judging.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I would pull out too. I'm with you.
exactly.
Right.
I don't want to see somebody when I'm ordering from Taco
Right,
Bell.
you don't want to be
also.
talking to that guy.
He's like,
He
look at
sees-
this. Yeah, he's like, look at this fat fuck.
Hey,
I'm doing overtime tonight.
Because he sees that I'm the only one in the car.
You're the guy who drove through when you were having a heart attack last year.
Weren't you having a heart attack and you ordered Gatorade and 2 Doritos Locos Tacos?
Yeah.
True story.
So you pull out
But
a Taco Bell
at
and you go to
least-
Wendy's.
At least when you pull up to the machine, there's the illusion that they don't see you.
Yeah.
So I
Right.
could be like, hey, what do you want, honey? Looking in the back seat.
Right.
And there's nobody there, but
Hey, you in the trunk. What do you want?
Yeah, what do you want?
Because you know they're always judging. He doesn't understand that.
Always. Yeah, he doesn't. But you know.
They're judging. If you go to Taco Bell, they're judging.
Yeah.
So
Like if I go to Taco Bell and I order like 1 taco and a drink and I pull up and I'm like, that's right, motherfucker. I didn't order 1,000 things, you piece of shit, judgy motherfucker. These are the things that you go through when you're overweight.
So I want to know. You pull out a Wendy's. I'm sorry. You pull a Taco Bell. You go to Wendy's simply because of the kid wearing the
kid.
sandwich board.
Yeah, it makes me very uncomfortable.
Wow, Mike.
Yeah.
It's impressive.
As much as I'm in the mood for Taco Bell, I'm not.
But you
gonna
don't.
do it.
I happen to think Wendy's is on the bottom of the fast food chain. I'm not a big
It
Wendy's
is,
person.
but I like the double stack.
Okay.
Big
I'm with
double
them.
stack guy.
And
Yeah.
you can't beat the $5. You get
the
double
$5, you
stack,
get the double stack, the fries, the nuggets.
I will
and the
say
drink.
Wendy's has. I know my kids are big Wendy's fans. or
Yeah.
The 2 littles that we hear. Samantha not as much, but the fries have changed a little bit at Wendy's.
And they just
they've
changed
done-
them again.
They changed them to make it a little bit more crispy or something.
Yeah. And you know what? To me, same fries. You know who has the best fries right now?
Checkers.
Arby's.
Really?
Okay.
Arby's crinkle fries.
Really?
Crinkle cut fries from Arby's, game changer. I'll tell you
Wow.
one thing. Arby's just started selling a cheeseburger,
Okay.
and it's one of the best cheeseburgers. I put it right up there with Five Guys.
Wow.
Wow.
On the
Wow.
first shot, they
You're
put out
laying it
cheeseburger.
down tonight,
Laying
Mike.
down the gauntlet. Because
Wow.
you know what? First shot, first cheeseburger Arby's puts on their menu, right up there with Five Guys. and I'll tell you one thing.
so
they also
bad.
it is terrible. The lamb gyro at Arby's up there with some of the best Greek restaurants I've been to.
Wow.
Wow.
And I get the crinkle fries with the lamb gyro, and you put some of them on the gyro.
Wow.
There's a little bit of crunch.
Wow, Mikey.
Yeah.
Arby's
Something.
stock. Hirsch, sell the hint stock, buy Arby's tomorrow.
Arby's right now. Arby's really stepped up. But the thing now, the burger was only like a limited time. And I'll tell you, I was talking to an Arby's employee.
Yeah.
Because I went to order the burger and they didn't have it anymore. He's like, thank God, they were such a pain in the ass to cook. So I guess they only like doing the roast beef and shit.
I don't understand why a fast food place wouldn't have a burger, especially if that people are liking it. Why would you take it off the menu for?
Especially Arby's. Yeah, exactly. Why wouldn't you have a burger at Arby's? I know they're known for their roast beef.
But is that their shtick? Like, no, we don't have hamburgers. We just have roast beef.
No, but
and
the thing
gyros.
is, we got the meats.
We got the meats.
Burgers are
and
meats, man.
We got all the meats except the one that you want.
Exactly.
The hamburger.
Exactly.
That's interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
But they're known for. So is it just the roast beef, or is there other things at Arby's?
The roast beef is really their money maker.
Okay.
I mean, it's always Arby's roast beef. But they have a lot of great things on the menu. Their new sliders are great. They have roast beef with jalapenos sliders are
we
great.
should probably get a sponsor from one of these.
Probably
companies.
Arby's. I think Arby's should sponsor us.
Yeah.
They're so good. The jalapeno poppers at Arby's are great.
Never had such a thing.
The jalapeno poppers at Arby's are great, and they're brought to another level with the sauce that you dip them in. It's called the Bronco sauce.
Oh wow!
Bronco berry sauce.
Oh my goodness!
It's like a cranberry kind of jelly kind of thing that you dip the jalapeno poppers into.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is great.
I'm a big Arby's fan.
I'm stopping at Arby's on the way
I
home.
think so, right? Yeah.
Wow.
There's one right on the corner of my block. And it's,
Wow.
So it's just like
You don't like to travel, huh?
Yeah, no, I don't
Talk
like to
about
You
travel.
don't walk there, dude.
I almost no, I'd never walk.
Talk
there.
about good fortune.
I
huh?
almost fucking Uber Eats from there.
Talk about good fortune of location,
I
right?
know. Oh, there used to be a White Castle on the corner of my block. That was
Damn.
that was the best. Those are the days.
The good old
There was a White
days.
Castle right in East Meadow where Home Depot was.
Yeah.
How did
I
that White
remember-
Castle
wow.
ever close? That's a good point. How did they ever close?
I think there was some crime going on there.
Oh, yeah.
Because at the end they had like a security guard there, and it was really kind of shady going.
We're
in
guarding
there.
the castle.
Yeah, I remember 9/11. It was actually 9/12.
Uh-huh.
Day after 9/11. Never forget.
Yeah.
The White Castle there was still open. We were having this big rally on Hempstead Turnpike right at the White Castle.
Yeah.
And I was just in my glory. I was running back and forth between White Castle and the street, waving an American flag, eating
Wow.
White Castle. We were drinking Budweisers, and I was, 19?
This sounds
And-
like you were in heaven, literally.
Heaven.
Yeah.
Cops were coming in and high-fiving us, and I'm drinking beers, 19 years old with the cops. This is the day after 9/11.
Wow.
It was the most America, that was America.
You can't get more American than that.
I'm waving a flag, eating White Castle, drinking Budweisers,
Yeah.
hugging cops.
Yeah.
I'm blasting Lee Greenwood out of my.
Oh my God!
out
You're
of
proud to be American. At
Yeah,
least
proud to,
you
out
can
of
be
my,
whatever.
my maroon Oldsmobile Royale.
Wow,
right.
Mike.
So, Hirsch, I know you have an agenda, but I
No,
have
no,
to
I'm
ask
good, I'm good.
before- The new burger spot there.
Burger City.
Fan or not a fan?
I'm a fan. I'm a very big fan, but a lot of people are trying to compare it to All American.
That's what I hear all the
that's the
time.
thing.
It's completely different.
Sacrilegious.
Completely different. Apparently, the guy that owns it used to work there or something. I don't know. But people like, it's better than All American. It's not better than All American. Dude, the funniest day. It was not too long ago. Maybe 3 months ago. I'm walking into All American, and I'm doing this like on the down low because I was
And I'm doing it on the down low.
Right.
Yeah. So I was supposed to meet Carla.
Inconspicuous.
I was supposed to meet Carla somewhere. I'm like, there's traffic. Meanwhile, I knew I just had to make a stop at All American, and I'm walking in, and the other me and Jay just like basically bump into each other.
It was like we were wrestlers, coming to the door. I hadn't eaten anything non-vegan in like a week. I had COVID. She had COVID.
Yeah.
It was like 6 days after New Year's.
That's right, exactly.
And like I woke up and I could taste, and I'm like, I have to be able to get out quick and back without her knowing.
Right.
And then boom, there it was.
and they, like
there
Wow.
was the Godfather. I was like, if they could only see us now.
if they could only see
Did
us
you guys?
now.
Did you break bread together? Did you?
we ordered together.
And we
but
went to our cars and
Yeah.
ate like fat slobs in the closet,
Went back to our cars and shame ate.
How was
Because-
it? So
'cause I-
good.
So good.
Yeah.
I got 2 quarter pounders with cheese.
Okay, keep going. What
fries.
else? A little shake or no? No shake.
I don't do a shake really when I go there. 'cause
Okay.
I
I
don't
wanna
do a
save room.
shake either.
All right.
Sometimes I'll get the tuna sandwich, tuna on a bun.
Wow.
They have great tuna.
Wow.
there.
That sounds
Yeah.
vile.
Yeah.
Good.
And I put the fries on the tuna sandwich, right there.
Okay.
And you know what it is? Sometimes if I have time, If you go up the road a little bit, you go down Alhambra over there, the street.
Yeah.
And you go right by the water, and I'll usually eat my All-American by the water over there. Just overlook the water.
That's American sounding.
It's very American.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what my dad used to do. Me and him used to do that.
Yeah.
So
Instead of hugging,
we go
eat tuna in front of the water. Yeah.
You'd say, "I love the water.
Let's go have
I
tuna.
love the water too," and then
go
you
have
secretly
tuna and
thought it was for
fries
each
by
other.
Alhambra.
Exactly. Yeah. But yeah, I just ate in my car because like I was supposed to meet Carla somewhere, and I was too close to All American to not go there.
Yeah. What are you? You have to.
So my babe does his traffic. I'll be a little bit late. But meanwhile, I just
Did
had
you
to
get
buy
caught?
2
You didn't get
quarters.
caught?
Didn't get caught.
No.
Now I'm caught.
Until now.
Until it's probably listening.
Oh, you're dead.
Yeah.
She'll probably be walking through the door any minute.
Jay's
with a
like,
cake.
"Don't tell my girl." I'm like, "Don't tell my girl."
Yeah.
And it was kismet.
They'll never know we do this.
I felt like we were cheating. Yeah. We
That's good.
could have blown each other behind the dumpster. Right. It would have been more socially acceptable.
I like how they say we could have.
Yeah.
I like that.
I don't know.
cute.
Definitely not in the car because there's no way we're both
No
getting
room.
down that low in the
No
car.
room. I have a
There'd
sedan.
be cramps and stuff. Nah, no good.
I don't think I mentioned, by the way, that I performed live stand-up comedy at
I wanted
Governor's
to
Comedy
talk
Club
about
on
that.
Thursday.
I wanted to talk about that.
Yeah.
Thursday night, Mark Hirschman on the main stage here at Governor's.
Main stage Thursday. I was here. It was a packed house.
Yeah.
My first time on stage in several weeks, maybe longer than that. Certainly, I say this all the time that I don't, and I perform now in 12 years, obviously many, many, many times, but I still don't feel like I'm a natural stage performer to the point that whenever I go on stage, the hours leading up to it, I'm really worked up. A lot worked up, okay?
I think that's just your personality.
It is my personality.
Because you are a comic.
Yeah.
You're an established comic.
I am. I guess you can say that, but I still. So I was a bag of nerves, and then when I got to the club,
I heard great things though.
well, we'll get to that in a second. But Downey was the closer, Colazzo was the host, and I said to Jess right at the beginning, I'm like, just put me up quick. I'll do a quick spot, and I'll. She's like, no. Jimmy wants you doing 15 minutes, and he wants you going at the end. And I'm like, what? Yeah. And I knew there was like 64 comics on the show. So I wound up doing, so the closer was Downey. Right before that was Pat O'Rourke. And then I went before that. I think I wound up doing like 10 or 11 minutes.
Nice.
And it always reminds me, thinking back to what Matt Burke said to me a couple of years ago when I got off stage and I had a strong set. And he said, Hirsch, you fooled him again. And I think I did. I
heard you did fool them. I heard it went well.
Yeah, it was good.
I was trying to come down, and we had a late dinner. I wasn't able to make it. I didn't make it in time.
Yeah, so you were texting me saying that you were 90% going to be here,
Yeah.
but depending on how dinner went, where were you guys?
Where did we go?
You must have been somewhere that was running late, or
Yeah.
that you were not close to here.
Yeah, I forget exactly where we went. I think we went somewhere in Rockville Center.
That could be why. Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go.
And didn't make it, but I wanted to come here. I wanted to come to see, maybe I can get 5 minutes, but mostly to see you.
Yeah.
'Cause it had been a little bit.
Yes.
But we are going to soon be announcing that we're going to have,
Yeah,
we don't have a date yet, but we are doing a Herschy and the Keegs live show here at Governor's.
we're going to do a Hershey the Keegs show.
Yeah.
We've made a decision together that we want to make sure we push. Mikey's show is on next Friday,
August 26th.
August 26th. Is that a
Yeah.
Friday, right?
Friday, August 26th. Yeah.
Tickets still available?
Tickets still available, govs.com.
Yeah, so listen, guys, I will not be here. I'll actually be in Saratoga. What a surprise. But yeah, for my friends who don't know Mike stand up, he's terrific. This is a big night for Mike because he's actually going to be doing a taping, which in the life of a stand up comic, doing a comedy taping for the first time ever is a big deal. So if you guys have nothing to do, I will not be on the show, but there will be Mikey will be on the show. I assume your girlfriend Carla Okerson will be on the show.
Carla's gonna be hosting.
Tim Saliani, a very funny guy, will be on the show.
I don't know if anybody's is on 8 o'clock shot, the Facebook group. It's a huge group on Facebook. Peter Herschy is going to be on the show. He's like this big, like everybody loves this guy, and he's got thousands of followers from the show.
Oh, so
from the Facebook group.
Is he a stand-up?
It's going to be his first time. He's doing 5 minutes.
So tell me the dynamic of that. How did that happen?
So if you don't know, this is a Facebook group. It's called 8 O'Clock Shot. This guy Sean O'Leary started it during the pandemic when we were quarantined, couldn't leave our house. So he starts this thing. Facebook group called 5 O'Clock Shot. It was a Long Island thing. Said, listen, it was 8 O'Clock Shot. Listen, every night at 8 o'clock, we're all going to get together in this Facebook group, and we're all going to take a shot. So at least we're doing something social since we can't leave our houses. This thing caught like wildfire, and now has over 200,000 followers.
Shit.
All over the world. Australia, all over the United States. And it just caught like wildfire. This guy in Turkey follows it, and he posts every day. So we actually had Sean O'Leary on a comedy show who started the group. But this guy Peter Herschy is he posted one day. He goes, "Am I the only single gay guy in this group?" And like all these people fell in love with him. And he drinks Coors Light, and he posts something, and 800 people like it and comment on it. And he told me, he's like, you know, I saw Sean did comedy. I'd like to try it. I'm like, you know what? Let's write you 5 minutes. And come on my show. I'll give you 5 minutes.
Wow.
And yeah, and he's got his whole family coming out, so it'll be cool. And I helped him write. We got together the other day. Went to the Green Turtle over here in East Meadow.
Okay.
And he's from the Bronx. So he...
is he a single gay guy? Is that
single gay guy.
Okay.
Very super nice guy.
Yeah.
Very gay.
So you hit it off, obviously.
We certainly hit it off.
Yeah.
And we're
So, like
there.
a little pregnant.
Yeah.
Got him a little pregnant. So we're sitting there, we're writing at the bar, the Green Turtle. Bartender comes over to him. You're Peter Herschy from 8 O'Clock Shot, aren't you?
Shut up.
And he's like, dude, everywhere I go, people fucking know me.
That's so cool. I know the feeling. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You know, Mike, you're Mark Hirschman from Herschy and the Keegs. And it's like
Mark Herschy, Peter Herschy.
Even my mom was at work. And somebody came up and they go, oh, I saw your son was at the Green Turtle the other night. She goes, what do you mean? They go, oh, we're in this group and we saw Peter Herschy tag him at the Green Turtle.
That's so cool. I got to join this group.
It's really cool. It's so many people.
Okay.
And it's a fun group. It's a drinking group.
That guy was in like Florida, and this is supposed to be like all Long Island, and all of a sudden some random person's like, "Oh my God, I spotted Herschy!"
Yeah,
and, like it was the weird, and this guy's like,
he's,
all right,
he's
enough
like
Herschy
super
talk.
famous.
Okay.
That's not you.
I've had enough.
and he spells it different. It's
it's
Hirschch.
Oh, okay,
he's like, I was on 3 cruises, and people are like, "Oh, you're Peter Herschy."
That's so cool. All right, so he's doing time. You're doing time. Carla, Tim Saliani,
my buddy Hugh Van Well,
strong
great comic.
Yeah,
and my buddy Matt Vita, who's a great comic from Long Beach.
Okay,
he just started the Vermont Comedy Festival.
Great.
So he's gonna come down, and then that's it. And then I'm
right.
gonna do the time at the end. My buddy John Moses, he's the owner of Black Label Records. They're producing the whole thing. So
okay,
it's gonna be a very professional produced.
So govs.com, Mike Keegan show. You guys get your ticket before they're all gone.
Yeah.
It's gonna be awesome. Jay, what do you got going on? We didn't really. I wanted to tackle a little bit deeper into the life of Jay and what you have going on and what are your aspirations? What do you want to do in this business? What do you see yourself doing?
I want to do what I'm doing. Perform at Governors, comedy clubs, not have to do bringer shows, and have a live audience, enjoy doing it, and live the dream, you know?
And Jay's doing it. Jay's a past comic here at Governors. He's working the main stage.
That's phenomenal. And that's more recent, is that correct?
The first time I did a weekend was Memorial Day weekend.
Shit, that's like 3 months ago. That's terrific.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're on the ascent right now. You're happy with the path, and you're just going to keep on plugging away.
I'm going to just keep grinding.
Any shows coming up that you want to?
Saturday, I'm in the Giggle Room with Michael Loftus. Friday, at McGuire's on Butera's show.
Wow.
And
that's awesome, man.
yeah, I'm just living the dream.
Awesome. Wow, dude, we're proud of you. We both think the world of you. We love that you support us, and we're going to do the same for you. We hope that you had a good time tonight.
Phenomenal time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good. I'm glad to hear that, and you'll be back. And Mikey, anything you want to plug for the weekend?
Yeah, I'll be here all weekend. I'll be in the Giggle Room Friday with Steve White, and I'll be in the Giggle Room Saturday. I'm doing the late show. Jay's doing the early show. I'm doing the 10:30 show with Steve White also.
One or the other.
So, yeah, good. If you come on Saturday night, you're gonna see a funny fat guy, no matter what time you come.
Terrific.
But yeah, I'll be here at Governors in Levittown all weekend.
Awesome. Good. chances are I'll be in Saratoga. No, actually, I'm driving Samantha back to Binghamton.
That's right. So you'll see Mark at Pizza.
I will be at Pizza, and that's just a warning to anyone. Send me a Facebook message or a text if you want to be on one of those phone calls that I make when I'm driving. Let me know, because I definitely going to be in the car for at least 4 or 5 hours on the way home. That's going to be Saturday. And Sunday, I'm going out for dinner with some friends, so I won't be available then. But yeah, so
I love how Mark gives us his non-avails. I won't be available Friday, Saturday, or Sunday.
That's it. I'm not available. I had my show on Sunday, but after Mikey's show, we wanted to say after Mikey's show next weekend, we're going to pop out our date and we're going to start selling tickets. It looks like we're going to sell tickets for the Giggle Room. Yeah. I do not anticipate those tickets lasting for very long. No. It's 100 seats or less. Is that right, Mike?
90 seats in the Giggle Room.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can sell 90 seats pretty quickly. Yeah.
So you never know. We're gonna hope for the Giggle Room, and you know what? If we start selling out real quick, maybe we'll do the main room.
Okay.
But it'll be a Herschy and the Keegs. We'll do maybe like a live little podcast Q&A. We'll have some past guests on.
I love it.
And it's gonna be a great show. So keep an ear out for that after my special next week.
And tell them all about the sharing and pounding and punching and pushing.
And yeah, just thank you for listening, and just share this as much as you can with your family and friends, and smash that like button.
Yes.
Smash it, pound it. Fucking jump on it, do whatever you got to do, but like it and share it and subscribe. And we love you, and we love Govs Radio, and we love Sally and Tony and everybody. And thank you, Jay, for being here.
Yes.
And thanks to my mom and dad and then baby Jesus.
Yes, sir. Him too.
Yes.
All right, guys. Checking out. Thanks. Peace.
Thank you, guys.